Hello everyone and welcome to Markham's Arkham. Thank you for being here, you beautiful wonders, you miracles that you're even here. It's amazing, it's incredible. Be thankful that you made it, that you got to experience this in this moment of time right now, as short-lived as you think it is, as long-lived as you think it is. Whatever your perspective is on it, thank you all for being here. Are you ready for the darkness? Are you ready for the barren, desolate, empty wasteland that leads to a hopeless future? Today I'm talking about the 1989 film written and directed by an apparently well-disturbed and deranged individual, Elias Merhige. Begotten. This film is presented as a modern silent film with a very minimalist soundtrack. There is no dialogue to the film whatsoever. It is a relentless, unforgiving film, almost serene in its brutal delivery. I would even dare to say that it is an homage to film noir, filmed in a high contrast, stark black and white imagery. It is a relentless, unforgiving film, brutal in delivery, presented in a surreal, gory, and entirely visual manner. The film's open to interpretation according to some reviewers, according to some viewers. However, I think there are some very candid and definite allegories that are being told within the context of the film. In this story, as it is presented in a surreal, gory, and entirely visual manner, one thing that's been said about it is that it tells the death of religion, the abuse of nature by man, and the nihilistic outlook on what life ultimately is. Now, the abuse of nature on man, fully comprehensible, completely understood. The nihilistic outlook on what life in humanity is makes perfect sense as well, being that the director drives influence for the message of the film and the context of the storyline of the film from Nietzsche and Artaud, hence the nihilism. Therefore, it is a metaphorical tale that serves two purposes. The first is the representation of Mother Earth and her children being brutally devoured by humanity, flayed apart and destroyed with all her will and resources used up completely, abused and dried up. What you have here are like these nomad beings that capture Mother Earth and just brutally rip her apart and destroy her. That's the allegory in the scene where she is being brutally devoured and destroyed and raped. And it's a staunch metaphor, very striking imagery, where he's speaking of the brutality of humanity up on the earth, what we do to the earth and how we desecrate it. It's also a metaphor for creation, death, and rebirth, the cycle, how it's all cyclical. The film starts out with God killing himself. He disembowels himself with a straight razor, and from the guts, Mother Earth is born. So this draws parallels to the story of the Immaculate Conception, because once Mother Earth arises, she impregnates herself with God's semen, and then the Son of Earth is born. So in short, God disembowels himself with a straight razor. The spirit-like Mother Earth emerges, venturing into a bleak, barren landscape. Twitching and cowering, the Son of Earth is set upon by faceless cannibals, so the nomads, who brutally beat him, devour him, tear him apart, eat him. It's a brutal, bloody, disgusting, surreal, yet beautifully serene in its presentation of the sinister and macabre. It's almost soothing in a way. Then the nomads take upon themselves to do the same thing to Mother Earth, and they do the same thing to Son of Earth. Hence, the metaphor, the allegorical imagery to the parallels of what humanity does to, instead of preserving the environment around us and respecting everything as interconnected as one thing, that all we do is consume and use and destroy and give back nothing. And the more that continues, the more bleak our future becomes. The more we destroy things, the more we destroy our own future and our own chances of survival. Excellent way to tell it. Excellent way to tell it. It's graphic, it's brutal, it's extreme, yes, but sometimes you have to go to those extremes to really make it known, to really show what it is exactly that you're trying to say. That how ugly it is, how brutal and relentlessly sinister and wicked it all is. I respect the film in that manner because it's often what I have intended with some of my own art, is to show you the ugliness, the brutality of the darkest aspects of human nature. And the darkest aspects of human nature are horrible, horrible, horrible things. They're terrible, they're ugly, they're sinister, they're wicked, they're cruel. And the more we do this to each other, the more we do this to the earth, our environment around us, and we don't have the respect for the life that is already there and the resources that are so generously bestowed upon us from the earth, the bleaker that future becomes, man. And that's what Merhige is saying here in this film. Not to mention the parallels with, Christ and the crucifixion, Immaculate Conception, all the religious allegory as well that is just littered and intertwined throughout the story of the film and the parallels to that. And another thing that he's saying is humanity destroyed Christ in this sense, in this way. Look at how brutal and sick and disgusting it is, and look at that in the ways that we treat the earth as well. It's no wonder, right? That's kind of what it comes to in conclusion. And if you think that this film is disgustingly making that point, or it has no artistic merit because of the way he's presenting what he's actually saying, then go fucking look at Passion of the Christ and tell me that that's not some of the worst, most disgusting pornography you've ever fucking seen. It's like a fucking snuff film.
Begotten, in its own way, is also sort of a snuff film.
So, before you impose judgment upon the presentation of the point being told in this story, look at some others. There's a few interesting facts about this film, really. First of all, besides being influenced by Nietzsche and Artaud, the visual style is influenced by Blood of the Beast, Seven Samurai, and The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Total, film noir, 100% down the line. Just definitely a striking homage to the genre. Absolutely. Well done, immaculately done. Another little tidbit is that a lot of the footage from this film is edited into the Marilyn Manson video Cryptic from 1996. And another interesting thing about achieving the look of this film, the way they achieved the look of the film, which is the art, man. This is art. Approximately 8 to 10 hours of optical work rephotographing, visual treatments, and filtering were required to produce just 1 minute of film. The total post-production period for this 72-minute film was actually 8 months total. Merhige originally wanted this to be a stage play with a music score and dancing, and ultimately decided that that was going to be too expensive of a production and settled for film. This is like his first film, first time out, and man, he came out with a shocker. That's for sure. It stars Brian Salzberg as God killing himself, Donna Dempsey as Mother Earth, and Stephen Charles Barry as Son of Earth, Flesh on Bone. Hey, though this film comes recommended, do be wary. Proceed with caution. But I do recommend it. An excellent achievement in what film as art is and what it can be. So, thank you everybody for being here. I hope you enjoyed my take on this film. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Have you seen it already? If not, check it out. After you go check it out, come back, give me a comment. Let me know what you thought. Do you see the art in it? Do you see the story in it? Do you see the point there? Is it clear? Is it ambiguous? Is it open to interpretation? These are the things that I'm interested in knowing from your perspective. To me, it's pretty clear. I think the story's obvious. I don't really think there's much ambiguation at all. And I think there's 2 or 3 interpretations that come out of this storyline. And that's about it. So again, thank you for being here. Tell all your friends about it to help the algorithm. Click the like and subscribe button. Small click for you. It means a lot to me. Tell God, that suicidal God, tell him about it. Tell Mother Earth. Flesh on bone. Tell all the flesh on bone friends that you have and know. Tell Son of Earth. Tell the Son of God. Tell Mary. Tell everyone and everything else in between. Thank you again for being here. Click that like button. Click that subscribe button. And until next time, take care of yourselves, friend. I will see you again. Peace.